I was just asked, well, what are the people in Escondido? It wasn't the trade here. There are people that have been here for years that have driven by this store and never come in. They thought, oh, they didn't know what was inside. But we had people come from the guest book, Switzerland, Newport Beach, L.A. Big trade, of course, those days. It was long for somebody to come. We thought long. We didn't have
Seemed
the freeway.
like it at the time.
Yeah.
And we would go out of our way. People would come in from a cruise, for instance, and they would have saved the label off a bottle of wine that they had. And they had tried every place possible to get the wine. Nobody had ever heard of it. We would make sure we would do everything in our power, and 9 out of 10 times we would get that bottle of wine or that bottle of liquor, whatever they were looking for. We would be able to get it for them.
My great-grandfather, Fred Einer Jr., loved the holidays. He loved to celebrate. He loved to have those friends and family around him and just giving. He's very much not just a philanthropist, but just a gentle, giant, compassionate giver. And his whole idea was, well, what do people like to do? Well, people like to drink. People like to enjoy themselves and be merry. So what's the easiest way to attain having all of his friends and family come to him? Let's open up a 10,000 square foot liquor store. Great idea. Where can we make sure that they have a place to go and stay put for a while? Oh, the only underground wine cellar in all of San Diego.
Frederick Einer Jr. was born on September 24, 1917 in San Diego, to parents Al and Eve Einer. Shortly after Fred's birth, the family moved to Lakeside. Al Einer then started a concrete pipe and manufacturing firm with Fred's older brother, Otto Frederick Einer. While Fred was growing up, Al moved his side of the family to Escondido, where Fred graduated from Escondido High School in 1935. Fred then went on to work in the movie business before playing a vital role in Einer Bros Construction, whom are responsible for some of the modernization around San Diego County. After opening Holiday Wine Cellar, Fred was active in Escondido government to the point where citizens thought he was in city council. He also played a vital role in Big Brothers and YMCA in North County. Fred left us in 2002 at the age of 85, but his legacy lives on.
The idea of holiday, I think every day there is a holiday being celebrated somewhere, and with internet and all the companies that you have that are competitive, grocery store, you name it, I think there's still the old. I don't think anything will ever replace the intimacy of two people or a person coming in and wanting something and having a real life person give them their experience of that product, or researching it so that they can make sure that they hear what the person's needs. And I think that is what makes holidays still succeed over the test of times. We can do that through online, and I know we can do it in person. And that's an art that I don't think will ever die. I don't care how technology savvy we get. I still think that is something that every human being walks into this planet and really enjoys, knowing that they're getting service.
The anniversary party is really special to me because just carrying on this tradition that's been in my family for as long as I can remember, celebrating St. Patrick's Day with corned beef and cabbage, and having all the customers that have been patrons of the wine cellar for many years come by and understand how appreciated they are, and just the memories of all the corned beef and cabbage being cooked up in the back room till there wasn't space for another thing. Those are really fond memories to me, and I know Fred's smiling down from heaven today, seeing this event going on in his honor.
The whole story behind this beer, obviously our anniversary, 50 years, Stone Brewery, they brewed this beer for us. A couple of years back, we were actually just discussing about,
I remember talking about it like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
We were just joking around, we're like, our 50th coming up, I know we got to plan ahead.
We might as well do something exciting.
Yeah,
so.
we thought Stone pretty much the whole time, thought it'd be a great idea. And that's when we started throwing out these beer ideas. And this was always kind of what we wanted to do.
Yeah, so more or less the style behind it, our anniversary falls on St. Paddy's Day, so,
Luckily.
Well, luckily, yes, of course. Luck of the Irish. But being, obviously it's Irish Day, an Irish style was kind of thrown around as the idea, but we didn't want something that was just going to be basic, so we went with an Imperial Irish style.
More what fits the craft beer scene as today.
Yeah, and coming in at 9.5%, doesn't drink like 9.5%. It's definitely more along the lines of being like, a 5% beer. I mean, I could have a couple pints of this, no problem, but that's just me. But yeah, it's a wonderful experience to be able to work with, such a well-known name, Stone Brewing Company, collaborating with Holiday Wine Cellar. The relationship there, it's just something great. Two big companies. I mean, not nearly as big as them, but
we were one of the first people to carry their product.
Yeah, so
back when the craft beer boom just started.
Definitely. So it's an exciting thing to have, and we're definitely
a great beer.
Definitely a great beer.
One of the things that I pride myself most on about the store here is that it's family owned and operated. Everything is true to the core values of what a family owned business is all about. Much like wines like this, Justin Cabernet, it's just a lot of fun, really exciting, and I'm so glad to be a part of the 50th anniversary this next Tuesday, the 17th of 2015.
In this 50-year day, marked for celebration of my grandfather opening the Holiday Wine Cellar, I'd like to thank my sister Casey. I'm sure he's very, very proud. She has done him honor by making it so beautiful and exceeded our family's hopes and dreams and my grandfather's for what the store has become. I mean, it's become so much more than he even had envisioned, and all of the people that she's reached out into the community and abroad. It's really something quite special. And I know that she just keeps on making it better and better. And my mother and my grandfather couldn't be prouder. And I am very proud of this store, even though I can't participate in the drinking very often because I have a low tolerance. So unfortunately, I have to skip out on all of the tastings. That's it.
Okay, so hi, I'm Elise. I have been working here for just under 6 months, almost 6 months now. But I remember coming here when I was a kid and shopping with my grandparents here. So it's kind of a cool transition going from being a shopper and kind of growing up in this store to now being a part of the family. I think it's really cool. I have loved every minute of working here. It's been such a great experience, so much fun. Got to meet really awesome people and learn a lot about wine, but about a lot of other things too. And it's been an amazing experience working for Casey too, such a strong, independent, hardworking woman. She's so inspiring. I hope to have half as much passion as she does for what I do one day. So, yeah.
We'd probably get backed into before we'd even get ran over.
I'll make sure the camera's good. All right, we're good.
I'm sure it'll be Rick hitting us with the van.
Seriously, he'll just come and make another trip. Reversing it all the way to you. The traffic.
Oh, you're good. So I just start going whenever?
Yeah, it's rolling.
All right. Let's see. The best thing about Casey, I would say, is probably her giving me the opportunity to obviously create and grow the beer department. Expanding it. I mean, over the years we've gone from, I'd say 600 beers when I started to now we're, I don't know, over 2,000 different beers. So definitely a unique opportunity to have that. I've been able to be a part of 3 different collaborations. We had Stone recently, which we just did. We had the brewery up in Orange County, Ballast Point, Iron Fist. So with all those, it's definitely, something good. So, yeah, she's a great, wonderful woman. I mean, she's my second mom. She's taken me in ever since I started working here part-time, and this is probably about 7-8 years ago, and until now, she gave me the opportunity to be the beer buyer, a manager with the store, and yeah, I mean, I owe the entire world to her, so, yeah.
I love you, Casey.
Love you, Mom.
There you go. Cut that in like right there.
Yeah.
I worked with Casey for years in Las Vegas. So when the opportunity came about to join her and her staff at Holiday Wine Cellar, I jumped on it. I loved the fact that I knew Casey, I knew her work ethic, that it would be a fun experience every day. and to grow with the company that I knew a family was behind.
My name's Nick Guy, and I love Holiday Wine Cellar. I wasn't even planning on working here, but I'm really passionate about craft beer, and that's where I see my future. And what was great is actually I was shopping one day, and Casey was joking about how she was putting me to work because I came in right at closing, and she was sweeping, and then I was like, you know what? I would do anything to reduce my beer bill. And she was like, okay, come in like next week, and we'll see what we can do. So I came in next week. I've loved working here. I've been working on social media and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. I've gotten really close with the beer buyer, Mark. And he's a wonderful guy. He actually gave me the opportunity to go to bottling for our anniversary beer, which actually was a great experience for me. And really, I'm really grateful for everything that Holiday Wine Cellar has done for me. And I love to see the future and see where Holiday Wine Cellar can go.
You know, you really have to pay attention to yourself and learn it and know it. And she's started from the ground floor.
Yeah, she knows more. I worked here, like I say, 25 years off and on. And my knowledge was more on the champagne because I liked drinking it and got to be the wines, but my taste quickly changed because I could only ever afford Gallo or Almaden that was sold, or Lancers, I think it was called, from the grocery stores. And then when I got to do the tastings here, I would say, oh my, I love that. And of course it would be the most expensive bottle of wine, and there would go my paycheck every month because my taste certainly changed quickly. But no, like I said, I just can't stress enough about her because what she's had to learn on every avenue in the business, let alone every type of alcohol, every type of wine. I mean, it's just, you would have think that she spent 20 years studying.
Well, and everything's changing so rapidly. It's the nature of all the business, from branding to being on top of all of that. Because to see a family still in business is a big deal.
Well, like I say, any type of business, but especially, I mean, you're too young, and you're probably way too young to know this, but when I grew up, literally, of course there were liquor stores, and even in the liquor stores, certainly you had all your liquor available, but there was still maybe 6 to 10, if that, choices of what wine to buy. And now, of course, every grocery store, every, Trader Joe's to Costco to Wine Depot or whatever, Liquor Depot.
Costco's the biggest
I mean, everything, all the options that people have to buy from, and they still choose to come to us, which is an incredible compliment. You woke up was a gift. And one of his other favorite sayings was, today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. And he kind of put those two together, that every day that you got to live was a gift. Every day was a holiday.
I just wanted to say that great thanks to my daughter, Casey Tucker, who came in 7 years ago to really save the day and learn the store from the bottom up, not having had any experience, but loving people and wanting things right, and a family effort. And really, she's been phenomenal, and I love her a lot, and I'm so proud of her. And the store is just, I know my dad is so happy because this is the best, and it's clean and it's nice, and it's the best service that she can give to all customers. And if we aren't, she wants to know about it. And she's taken a long ways, and now here we are, St. Patrick's Day again, and celebration. And I know my dad's proud, and I'm very proud. Thank you, Casey.